That's all good. Yeah.
He doesn't come off.
More dead coyote. How can a coyote that is 40 to 50 pounds kill a calf? And the arrow is still. Our difficulty is we've got 5 people on every set. I'm gonna see an animal on 1 out of every 6 call sets. Then all of a sudden it starts to happen for us. We're out in cattle country, which is not very far away from where you live. And we're hunting predators. And the reason why is the coyote can get out of balance with the prey population. And when that happens, then you've got coyotes that are preying on the calves that are born in the late winter and in the early spring. And so what you want to do is try to knock the number of coyotes down before the calves are born. Okay, so here's your ammo. The end is near. Armageddon by Nosler.
I like that.
That's yours.
Dead coyote.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's made by Heavy Shot, which is an Oregon-based company.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks pretty neat.
Well, I'm really interested in the predator school. I think it's going to be fun. So, and I don't know, coyotes are just predators. They're creepy. I don't know. Heather and I spend a lot of time on the trail, and we've had a few different encounters with coyotes and Heather herself with a cat. It's just really good to learn what to do in those encounters, and just gives us more peace of mind and confidence in how to handle different situations.
If we were smart, we would have put the target on while we were back there. Oh. But we're getting smarter.
Okay.
Vital area is here. So heart, lungs. That looks good. We're gonna have you set up right here.
Okay.
And then over the back of the coyote is the little crosshair
Yeah, I saw
thing. So I'm gonna have you aim right there in the center of that diamond.
that. Okay.
And we're gonna shoot the ammo that I brought for you, the Nosler of Armageddon.
Okay.
And we'll just see where it's printing. Okay, so open your bolt and set it down on the spool.
I don't know, it's kind of different just because I'm not used to the stick. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a bit of an adjustment. Now I want you to fire 2 shots.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's go see where those struck.
Oh, that's good.
Those are
Yeah.
a lot closer, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Good enough to kill it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're gonna fire 4 rounds.
Okay.
And you're gonna want the ear protection. More dead coyote. How can a coyote that is 40 to 50 pounds kill a calf? Okay, while we're in the field, muzzle up in the air.
Okay.
Take a sight and line up the dots.
Okay.
So press that in.
Okay.
That goes to fire. Now you've got your first round in the chamber.
Okay.
And now I'm going to put my ears on and you're going to shoot.
Okay.
That is the maximum amount of time you've got to kill the coyote, is 1.5 seconds. It's all centered in the pattern there.
Yes.
Okay. More dead coyote. We're going to just open up this bag here. I have a deer carcass. I took all the meat off of it, and now we're going to set it here and let the birds find it, and maybe the coyotes find it. We're trying to focus on these areas that are right around the pasturage where the cattle are. And if we can spot a coyote, we're going to make a play for it. If we can get to a spot where we know that coyotes have been feeding, we're going to try to draw them in. What we need to think about is we have 2 ladies joining us, Angie and Heather, and they have a little bit of predator hunting experience, but we need to tune them up so that they can hunt on their own. Angie has a desire to hunt coyotes and hunt cougars, and Heather has actually had a situation where she had to shoot a cougar in self-defense with a handgun. And so as accomplished outdoors ladies with a desire to hunt predators, we're going to take them to school, and the coyote is our teacher. Okay, why don't you walk right in front of me? Zebras. Gary Madison told me about when a rancher called him up and said that he was really having trouble with coyotes. They were pulling the newborn calves out of the mothers and eating them right in front of the mothers. He said, you've got to come out here and do something about this. And he actually dropped a coyote right on top of the calf that it had just killed, that had just been born.
Sit down with your legs on the ground. You need to get real comfortable.
We think about the coyote as an animal that survives on rabbits and mice and to some extent on grasshoppers and juniper berries, and we say, how can a coyote that is 40 to 50 pounds kill a calf or terrorize the cattle? And they do. They are the ultimate opportunists. I have as much respect for this animal as any other predator that I hunt. They are the most challenging, and we learn something from them every time we're out there. On the positive side of the equation is we're hunting earlier in the season. The coyotes are hungry because the weather is cold. So we're going to use magpie sounds, we're going to use rabbit distress sounds, and whatever we can do in a subtle manner to try to get the animal's attention.
Okay, good job. I think we did it all right. And they might have smelled us. They might just not have been hungry enough to come in. So we're going to move on down to the next spot. And everything's going right. So you guys got the idea?
I believe so, yeah.
What do you do when the coyote is at 50 yards?
Take my safety off.
Kill it.
Yeah. Take my safety off and shoot it.
That's right. Okay. We're not being polite. We're not waiting for the other person. Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, so we're just, if it's shootable, we shoot it.
Shootable,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And the arrow is still. Our difficulty is we've got 5 people on every set. I'm going to see an animal on 1 out of every 6 call sets.
I was encouraged. We had coyotes talking all around, so we were in good shape. I was encouraged that the coyotes were howling out in there.
Yeah.
That's the way we're going.
Yeah.
By the way, you did a good job of covering the downwind for us.
Yeah, I had a good teacher.
We'll call for a little bit and then we'll be quiet for a long time, call for a little bit more, and the air was still. Our difficulty is we've got 5 people on every set. It's me, it's Gary, it's Angie, it's Heather, and it's Sam.
Sit by that big bush and watch out in there, Gary.
And we've all got to be totally camouflaged, totally still, and totally watchful. The coyote can come in from any direction and we've got to be ready, and it is not easy. We're calling so softly that I'm surprised that coyotes can hear the sound beyond 200 yards. But their senses are so keen, so tuned to their environment that they're picking up these sounds and they're running in from a long way away, and it really helped that the air was so still.
That's 2 sets. We're in great habitat. We know there's coyotes all around us. And we're just being subtle. We're keeping a low profile. And it could happen anytime.
Well, when are we gonna get a coyote?
I didn't hear anything. I was kind of bummed.
I know.
You don't have to hear them.
You don't really see? I guess I think you'd hear them calling somewhere, and
Most
then.
of the time, they're just quiet.
Okay.
So when they're running in, they're quiet.
Okay.
When we were out on the stand, we were sitting down, crouched down. We had to be really quiet, really still. Gary didn't even want us to move our heads, so we had to look with our eyes. Gary Madison would point to us where we're supposed to sit.
Indians lived out here, hunted out here.
And as we were walking out to one of the stands, he pointed down, and I thought, well, this is an odd place for the stand, because I was starting to learn from him how he was setting things up, and I was like, well, okay.
I was pointing out the coyote crack. You get just over the hill where you can watch that flat out there. If they come up over the brow of the hill, you got about 3 to 5 seconds to get on them. If they stop, okay? Nothing in the back door, huh? Oh, there was?
Yeah, I thought you guys saw it. It came around this knob.
Came off the knob.
It came running off around that knob there, from that longest rock, that farthest rock, and got to those 2 rocks there and saw you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, and we didn't see it after that.
Well, in this game, you never know where the coyotes are going to come from. They can come from any direction.
Day 1 was tough. My rule of thumb is that I want to do at least 6 call sets in a day. And I'm going to see an animal on 1 out of every 6 call sets.
I'm going to have you sit right here against this bush.
Looking that way.
Stand number 4.
Then all of a sudden it starts to happen for us.
Because the rabbits are low this year, the coyotes are small population. You know, they had small litters this year. So we need to get where there's water and more coyotes.
Okay.
coyote.
I think the only thing living out here is sagebrush.
I know.
Our first day was really quiet. We didn't have much action, and the second morning we went out.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
I guess I was not quite awake yet.
Winds everywhere.
I was anticipating not seeing anything right away.
In the morning on day 2, we're back out there. We've got to work as hard as we can because that's what it's going to take to get one dog to commit to a set. And then all of a sudden it starts to happen for us.
I was looking off another direction, and Gary whispered, "You have 3 seconds." And I tried to turn my head tried to look without turning my head. And I got so excited, I swallowed my gum because the coyote was right there in front of us, and I just wasn't anticipating it at all.
After we miss it, after we blow our opportunity, we just stay in position. And that is what, it's hard to fathom why this works. But 20 minutes later, another coyote is coming in. Once again, I mean, something happened. We didn't get the shot we wanted. The coyote held up, and we stayed in place and waited it out, and 31 minutes into the call, another coyote shows up.
I won't let that happen to me again. Let him get away.
Oh my gosh, I was mad because I should have taken that shot. It was so close.
It happened so fast.
I know.
I wasn't anticipating him coming in that quick.
He was just like right
Yeah.
there by the decoy.
I know.
I mean, I
Yeah.
couldn't even believe it. And then he was right behind the bush, and he was cagey.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
like, crap, I was polite because he shot first.
No, I was only polite because I was choking on my gum. Next one's ours,
So
Heather.
I guess we just all shoot at the same time, and whoever gets it, gets it.
I was pretty solid on him, but I pulled the trigger instead of pressed it, and I came off of him, and it sounded like I hit him, but it didn't look like I hit him. So,
It was exciting.
yeah, it was. We're here to do this. Yeah. We're seeing coyotes here, and we're seeing coyotes there. Some of them are on private land. Some of them are on the refuge where we can't hunt them. And at every encounter, we're learning something, and they're learning something.
We need to go and look at the bait quickly, and then we need to go to that ranch and call a coyote.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. The day is winding down. We're gonna have to pull out of here and start heading home. And we see a bunch of birds, magpies, that are focused around something in a ditch. And we went and talked to the rancher, and it turns out there's a cow. There's a dead cow right there. And we don't know what's killed it, but if there's magpies around, we know the coyotes know about it. And sure enough, a little bit of glassing, and I spotted a coyote. The one thing we know about coyotes is they're totally tuned to what the rancher's doing all the time. They hardly ever get a threat from the rancher's vehicles, and the ultimate vehicle on this place is going to be that tractor.
That's going to be a bumpy ride.
Mm-hmm, yeah. There's no shock absorbers in there.
Watch out, that bed's right there because we slid through there in the head.
Well, it's not something you do every day.
a lot of the things that we think are going to work so well don't end up happening. And so we pulled back out of that situation and got back to the corral and then waited to see what would develop.
There's a coyote walking right in front of the truck.
Good shot.
I figure we've seen 16 or 17 coyotes today. And this is one here that won't be bothering these cattle anymore.
Yay, Marley gets a birthday present.
Yeah, great.
Look at that. He's got some nice, healthy teeth.
Uh-huh. Clean teeth, says the lady who works at the dental office.
I know. Doesn't have any tartar. They look like
You
young.
nut, Heather. I love it.
Armageddon. We saw 18 separate coyotes in 2 days. We learned a lot. The coyote was our teacher. The end is near. They must have heard we were coming. This time it's Sam, our cameraman, our producer, Sam Pike, and it's Heather and it's Angie set up, and the decoy's out there working, and we got a coyote coming in from the side.